So Goji Guy's Vex, a creature claimed to be so invincible, having a counter to everything. Can't make a larger creature, can't make a smaller, can't make a faster creature, can't make a stronger creature. But I think I might have made just that, a creature perfectly made to counter Vex. So, the base genome will be Leviathan. This will give it overall corporal build of Leviathan, along with the jaw strength, with a bite force of 21,000 psi. This will allow our whale to easily dispatch it if Vex got too close to the face, along with overall muscular build, so it'll be able to defend itself pretty well with just its body in general, because that's one thing that whales are pretty good at, defending themselves with their overall body and not just their jaws. With side bashes, tail slaps, and overall ramming maneuvers with the head. Now, it also will give the hybrid a good sense of echolocation, but there will be also another addition for that later, to help out finding the creature in dark or murky waters. Our hybrid will be able to locate Goji Guys, also be familiar with how to fight creatures of similar size range, since the Leviathan genome. Next genome in our hybrid will be the porcupine fish, which will give it a spiky underbelly along with sides to protect it from attacks from Vex. And also, if Vex were to attack it, it will get a mouthful of neurotoxin and spikes. These spikes are very crucial to the defense of our hybrid, along with a later creature. Actually, two later creatures. Porcupine fish's venom, or poison, will slow down Vex, also along with the neurotoxin. Now, the neurotoxin would be very crucial to our creature in slowing down Vex and allowing it to deliver a finishing blow. The next part of the genome will be Lionfish. Lionfish will give our hybrid the spines, which will also have lionfish neurotoxin mixed in with the porcupine fish neurotoxin. This will be placed on the fins, which will deter Vex from attacking said fins and make them very hard to get rid of, so they can't limit our animal's mobility. The lionfish venom will also help in the same way that the porcupine fish venom will help in slowing down Vex. But also, the spines are going to be ridiculously huge, since, it's a giant whale, that they might even impale Vex. That's a little debatable, but overall, fine addition to the hybrid. Now, the next one of the most important additions besides the porcupine fish is the humpback whale. Now, these whales are important due to their surprising agility for a whale their size. So that'll give our whale a whole lot more mobility to turn and counter Vex, along with giving it experience against orcas, since humpback whales are good against fighting orcas, and they are experienced at that. So this will give our hybrid a little more knowledge of it fighting an animal, since orca is part of Vex's genome. Along with that, it'll give the hybrid longer flippers to fight against Vex. These flippers are really well used in humpback whales, so this will be a very good addition to our hybrid. The next genome in our hybrid will be Titanichthyes. This large placoderm fish will add armor to the front half of the body, on the head and some of the back, along with the flippers, which will be important in a little bit. We'll talk about that later. But so, now that the flippers are reinforced and they have the size of more of a humpback whale, that is going to help us out a lot in the defense department, because now that it has spikes on the spines, on the fins, along with being armored, Vex probably isn't bite through this with the bite force of a saltwater croc, along with the head being heavily and well protected, just in case it goes for the head. So that'll help out a lot. The next part of the genome will be sperm whale. This whale will help with echolocation, allowing our hybrid to find Vex easily in deep waters, along with making it easier to dive down to said deep waters to follow Vex or, say, continue like the fight down there, which would be a depth of 10,000 feet deep. So, pretty deep since sperm whales are very deep divers. They also have pretty thick skin, which will help in defense, but also a little X factor that we'll speak of later. But so, overall, this is a great addition. Now it is time to reveal the hybrid you've been waiting for. Draco cetus poseidonensis, Poseidon's dragon whale. Now this hybrid I'm really proud of. Shout out to Slides on Instagram for drawing this. He's a really cool guy, really good friend of mine. Go check out his art and his Godzilla Sacrifice series. Really good stuff. But here's the final product. We have a heavily armored whale who has spines, along with a lot of poison due to large body mass, armor, and overall great sense of echolocation. Now, time to speak of the X factor. Now, the X factor will be the fact that older specimens, if it were allowed to grow old enough, would develop barnacles. And thanks to the thicker skin and armor, these barnacles would be basically like brass knuckles. Instead of being like parasites, it would be more mutualism. Or the other one. So these barnacles will allow it to hit harder and do more damage, and it would be a whole lot more painful for Vex. And then the next thing will be from the sperm whale. Its infamous death rattling clicks. So it will be able to use sound to hurt Vex. Now that's not something I feel like it'd be a little easier due to Vex's genome of whales, that it will mess with them a whole lot, especially with a sonic blast that is capable of stunning or even killing things. So I feel like this dragon whale has really good potential. I'm really proud of it. Now for size, it is 48 tons and 61 feet long. And the temperature ranges it could tolerate is between 82 degrees and 40 degrees. But also can temporarily go into fresh water. Well, like large bodies of fresh water, because it's a whale. Along with sense of the humpback DNA, and those tend to go in fresh water sometimes. And an overall speed of 23 miles per hour. I mean, it's a whale. You expect it to be like fast? No. It also has gills thanks to the fish DNA. So that'll allow it to stay underwater for longer. So overall, I'm really proud of it. And I hope you enjoy this Goji guy. And I'm really happy to have made this creature to face off Vex. I really love Vex's design. And overall, I enjoy Vex. So thank you for making this thing and like this hybrid aquatic war for me to introduce Draco cetus.